What's going on, guys? It's Knight here, bringing you my first update about the Skyrim Creation Club. Because we're doing the Skyrim Let's Play that got announced the other day, I want to show off all the Creation Club content and what it has to bring. Now, some of them will come out a little bit later than other, but we're going to do them one by one, just so if you're only interested in one, you only have to watch one video. But here we have is Shadowfoot Sanctum. A thief does not fear the dark, for they call the shadows home. Shadowfoot Sanctum is a brand new player domicile nestled in the dark underbelly of the Riften Rataways. With a secret sewer entrance and easy access to the Thieves Guild, Shadowfoot Sanctum provides both convenience and concealment for any aspiring thief, as well as a secret room to display your spoils with discretion. Created by Eleanor, who is an amazing modded house author. And she is responsible for all three Creation Club homes, the Tundra House, which is now referred to as the Warrior House, Mirrorwatch, which is referred to as the Mage's House now, and now we have Shadowfoot Sanctum, the Thief House. So let's check it out right now. As someone who tends to play a stealth thief character a lot, I'm extremely excited about this house because it's finally something that matches my playstyle, and it's really close to where I tend to go a lot. But you want to head to the Ragged Flagon and talk to the barkeep here and ask him, I'm looking to make a home here in the Rataways.
The house I mentioned earlier is still available, if you want to buy it.
Yeah, sure. I'll take it.
Wonderful. Here is the key to your new home.
Now, it is a tad bit pricey, but I promise every bit of it is worth it. You just want to make your way back out of the Ragged Flagon. And you know the chopping block that's out here to the left? You want to just head out right over here to where the chopping block once was. I took the axe. It's now over here. And this is it's very close to the Ragged Flagon, as you can see. And it's quite the interesting entryway once you go in. Now, as you can see, at first, you're looking around, you're like, this doesn't look promising. Oh, there's a water leak everywhere? Oh, what the heck's this? This looks terrible. There is a coin purse here, though. I would recommend taking it. And you do have a skeleton with gold spewing about. That is perfectly fine, you know, totally not someone I executed earlier. But if you head down here, first off, you got hanging moss for your potions. But as you go in, it's a nice, cozy little place. But don't worry, there's a lot more behind that door. But this is like still the rat away part. You got your nice Thieves Guild flag hanging there. You got a workbench. You got a place to store your ingots, which it does give you some stuff along with some ingots up there. You actually have a smelter. Now, you do in the Tundra House, but that seems to be the least favorite of the three. So having one here too makes it very useful. You also have an anvil. You got a few spare bits and your grindstone. But we are gonna head further into the house here. More thieves banners. And it slowly starts to open up into a much greater house with custom assets like the paintings of the Rift. You do have your like cooking, eating area. Different books around. There are none except for one in this house that is an actual level book, and I'll show you where that is in a sec. But you have your nice bedroom on the side here. Different wardrobes to store all your stuff. You have a Blessing of Mara there. You also have your safe for all your valuables, your gems. Got, of course, more gold and more chests. So this is like your headquarters for storing stuff. You have a Blessing of Akatosh, and you always have an ebony, a Nordic dagger will always spawn in there. It's the same every time, but a Nordic dagger will spawn in there. And then you have what would be your kid room here, and it's very thoughtful that she added a kid room. So that way you can have your kids. You also have a Blessing of Kinnereth, probably the most useful of the statues here. More storage and more books spewing about. And I know what you're thinking. This isn't a lot for a thief house. You know, there's got to be something else. And there is. Right behind this wardrobe. Oh, what is it? False back? That's right. You have a huge area to display all your stuff. You have your alchemy. And as you'll see, I am a fan of alchemy ingredients for all those money-making potions. So you got all the stuff there. You also have a recipe for a paralysis potion. Very useful. You do have a few bits and bobs that you can sell off if you want. By the way, the book is right here. It does raise your alchemy by 1. You have the enchanter's table. You have 19 mannequins in total. And you're like, 19? That's a little odd. Well, the 19th one is actually for your Nightingale armor for the Thieves quest, to put your Nightingale blade and bow and the armor set with the banner all in one, in case you don't wear it all too often, but you want to show it off in style. Now over here you'll notice you'll have all your flies in a jar, bugs in a jar. You have the paragons from the Dawn Guard DLC. You have all of your mask storage for all the masks in the base game, along with shield storage, which is actually rather interesting. You might be able to get like all the holds up all around the room, depending on the amount. You have weapon racks. You also have your claw storage, which is very useful, and it's better than her previous Tundra house. There wasn't a claw storage in Mirrorwatch, but in the Tundra home, they would go into a wall socket, but due to gravity, they would fall out every time you respawn, because Bethesda's a little weird. So having them on a shelf means they're guaranteed to stay there, and you can display all of them. They're all labeled, very nice. More wall racks and shield racks racking around the room. But over here, you do have the 3, I believe these are all 3 of the thief quest related items. You have Chillren, which you can find by breaking into the current guildmaster's house. The spider control rod, I believe, is in the dungeon you break into. And Grismere, I can't remember exactly where you get off the top of my head, but I'm pretty sure it's thief quest related. And you move over here, you have all of the thief items, like the right eye of Falmer. Doesn't seem to be working, but basically on this shelf you're able to, because you don't have it now currently, but you can take the items from the cistern that you found throughout each of the Thief Guild quests and place them on this shelf instead, in case you want them in your room rather than the cistern, which you tend to not spend a lot of time in. And then finally you have all your very valuable loot. That safe out there is a decoy for all those thieves, but you have all your very valuable loot inside this chest here. There are gold piles. You can pick them up if you want. They'll give a random amount between 50 and I believe 150 gold, but I would recommend keeping them there. It just adds to the aesthetic, because once you take away all 3 of them, this doesn't look as exciting as the gold spilling out everywhere. And that's pretty much it, guys. Just kidding. There's actually one more feature of this house. We're back at the start here, you know. Here's the rest of the house. Here's the entryway. But if you actually hop into this water here, you'll notice some random stuff. You probably can't see much on screen. But over to the side here, there's actually an unlocked Skyrim. That's right, we have a hidden way out. And this hidden way out actually is very useful, especially if you're more of a thief that likes to run rather than stealth everything. Then this one pops you out in a place of most convenience, outside of Riften. That's right, it's using the sewer system to hop back out. You can also enter back in if you so wish. But for all those people who are being chased by the guards, you can run into your sanctum, they won't follow you in, and then you can pop out the other side and just say, "Sayonara, Riften, we will see you later." But that's pretty much, I'll wrap it up here, guys. If you enjoyed, please hit that like button down below, and subscribe if you haven't already, or if you want to see more Xbox One or Skyrim Creation Club content like this. This is Knight. Have yourself a good evening.